Mohan here. I am here to share my method, my short point notes with you guys, so that it may help you in your studies. Class have been taken online. We need more attention to our topics. The things are being more tougher day by day. So, I would like to share my point notes with you. This is not a class or teaching. It is just sharing what I have with me. We start with history. History is not an easy-going subject for many of us, and you know it very well. History is a boring subject. I won't say that I'll make it interesting for you, but yeah, I can make it short for you all. Study tips. As our teachers say, thorough reading of textbooks. As much as we read, that much short and crisp the grasp point will be. Now if we study only these points, nothing is gonna happen, and we all know that very well. We should know these points well, at the same time expand it on the basis of textbooks. These points are just the concept. The story depends upon the concept. So, without knowing the concept, we can't write the story. Same way, without the points, we can't answer the questions according to the marks. Chapter 1: The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. So, we'll start with the topic. Introducing the chapter, we should know about this print before we go into the chapter detailedly. So, the print was drawn by Frédéric Seurat, a French artist, in 1848. Remember the date very well. He prepared a series of 4 prints and his main idea was democratic and social republic. Now coming to the print, or say features of Frédéric Seurat's paintings. Now we can see a number of people marching in a long train offering homage to the Statue of Liberty. They are Europeans and Americans. They include men and women of all ages and social classes. Now coming to the Statue of Liberty, at the time of French Revolution, the artist considered liberty as female figure. In one hand of the statue, there is Torch of Enlightenment and in other, Charter of the Rights of Man. Coming to the ground, there lies the shattered remains of the symbols of absolutist institutions. Now what do you mean by this absolutist? Absolutist, a government or system of rule that has no restraints on the power exercised, or a government that is highly centralized and repressive. In short, a monarchical government having the supreme power in all the cases. In the artist's utopian vision, the peoples are grouped as distinct nations and known through their flags and national costume. Now, utopian vision means what? A vision of society that is so perfect that it is not much likely to exist. Now the procession is led by United States and Switzerland, which is already the nation states. Then comes the France, identified by their tricolor. They are followed by Germany, bearing black, red and gold flag. But when the artist created this print or image, Germany was not in a United Nation list. They carried a flag which is a liberal hopes to unite many German-speaking principalities into nation-state under a democratic constitution. And following them there is Austria, two societies, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary and Russia. In that picture above there are saint, Christ and angels representing the fraternity among the nations. Now what do we mean by the fraternity? Fraternity means owing a common interest among a group. Now that was for your information. Now in 19th century, the nationalism swept changes in political and mental world of Europe. Now the result was to be fruitful. So there the nation state replaced the multinational dynastic empires of Europe. So in early times, modern state, which is a centralized power, exercised a supreme control over a clearly defined territory. Now what do we mean by nation state? Nation state means a state where the majority of its citizens develop a sense of common identity and history or descent. In short, where they shares a common interest in a major portion. Now, this togetherness was not there immoral. It was developed by struggles of many leaders and common people. Now, there is a word like plebiscite is given in your textbook. So, just to know about it, plebiscite means direct vote where the people give their approval or rejection directly on that topic. So, let's start with the first topic of the chapter, the French Revolution and the idea of the nation. Now, the clear thought of our nationalism, where did that came from? It came from French Revolution in 1789. Note the year. France was under the control of absolute monarchy in 1789. The political and constitutional changes that came through French Revolution led to transfer of supreme power from monarchy to the common people of France. Hence, through this revolution, people came to know that it is them who can combine the nation and shape their destiny. So the French revolutionaries introduced many measures and practices that could create a collective identity in the mindset of French people. Here comes the points to be noted. First point, ideas of la patrie means fatherland and les citoyens means citizens was to have equal rights under constitution. New French flag of tricolor was introduced. Estates General was elected by the active citizens and renamed as National Assembly. New hymns were composed. Hymns means religious songs. Oaths were taken. Oaths means future actions. Martyrs were commemorated, means show respect to martyrs. And these three were taken in the name of the nation. Centralized administrative system came up. So there was uniform laws for all citizens now. Internal custom duties. Custom duties means habitual duties and dues were abolished. Uniform system of ways and measures were adopted. Regional delegates. Regional delegates means a particular form of language were discouraged. French became the common language now. At last, the revolutionaries declared that it was a mission and destiny of French nation to free the peoples from despotism. Now, despotism is the oppressive rule of centralized power. Obviously, when the news of events spreaded, students and the educated middle classes began to form Jacobin clubs. And their struggles made way from French armies to move forward in 1790s. With this outbreak, French armies began to carry the idea of nationalism. As we say there will be a villain or savior for the story, same way here comes a Napoleon. He ruled the France from 1799 to 1815, gained absolute powers in 1799 by becoming the first consul. He introduced the Napoleonic Code or say the Civil Code of 1804. Here comes the rules of the code is about. He took away all the privileges by the birth, provided equality before law, secured the right to property, simplified the administrative measures, abolished feudal system, freed peasants from serfdom. Serfdom means a state of being feudal labors and manorial dues. This means a fee which is ought to give to the nobles, landlords. Guilds. Guilds means an association of craftsmen. Their restrictions were removed. Transport and communication systems were improved. Peasants, artisans, workers and new businessmen enjoyed their freedom to the fullest. Businessmen and small-scale producers of goods realized that uniform laws and standardized weights and measures and a common national currency would facilitate the movement and exchange of goods and capital from one region to another. Napoleon took away political freedom, increased taxes, imposed censorships, and forced people to join French army. I hope you understand it here. This is a point notes till now. Understand these points and read the textbooks along. Then expand it on the marks. So do like, share, subscribe my channel, Study with Mitra Mohan. So catch you guys later. Bye.